just a minute. Come on. Okay, we are live. All right, so for those of you who are watching us on YouTube, TALKNTALK is a speaking platform. It's a platform where we can practice our speaking skills, our conversational skills, our social skills. It's where we talk in English about stuff of life. Also in Spanish, in Italian, in French. And here is a safe environment where we can make mistakes. We are here to support each other, okay? We have an 1 hour meeting, and in this meeting, I'm gonna be the hostess. I'm gonna just guide the conversation. I'm gonna send you guys some questions on the chat, just some questions to guide our meeting here. And that's it, let's go. So as I said, my name is Sarah, I am 26. I live in Viçosa, Minas Gerais. I work as a software developer. And yeah, that's it. That's it for today. That's no interesting stuff about me today. So guys, let's introduce each other. Carly, do you want to start by introducing yourself? Can I call you Carly? Is everything okay?
Okay.
All right.
Carly,
so can
okay.
you please introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you. Você pode se apresentar, falar um pouquinho de você?
Não.
No?
Hoje não.
Okay, that's okay, no problem. All right, guys. So, Charles, what about you?
For sure. My name is Charles Lopes, 43 years old, married with one stunning girl called Jacqueline Bailão, it's behind me. And I have two daughters, Luis and Laura, my teacher. I was born in Brasilia, capital of Brazil. I like to say for everyone, and I used to say that a lot. There, I spent more than 16 years around one region called Amazon Forest, and I really love this place. But nowadays, I am in one great adventure here in Taber, a small town outside of Alberta province, Canada country. And I'm here in TNT for try learn English and improve my speaking skill. That's it. How about you, Vinicius Braz? Long time no see you. Good to see you again.
Hello, Charles. Good to see you again, man. Hello, everyone. I'm Vinicius. I'm from Avaré. It's a small city in São Paulo State, but I'm living in Curitiba. I work as a software engineer. I'm married, no kids, pets, plants. I live in a small apartment. I like play video game and computer sometimes, read, running the morning when I can, and it's not so cold in here. And I guess that's it. What about you, Gabriel?
Well, I'm Gabriel Quirino. I'm 25 years old. I live in the same city that I was born, called Morro da Fumaça, countryside of Santa Catarina. I work as firefighter or fireman, I don't know, and I have a second job, like a machine operator in a business, a family business, and I'm married. I think that's it about me. And Deborah?
Hello, everyone. I'm Deborah. I'm 32 years old. I'm married. I'm a degree in administration and marketing, but now I'm a data analyst. Yeah, and I'm from Fortaleza, Ceará, but right now I'm living in Portugal with my husband recently, and this is for me.
Great, guys. Thank you so much. So let's start the questions. Today we're going to talk about loneliness and mainly how do we feel about loneliness? What is the difference between being lonely and being alone? So let's start. Actually, the first question is, what is the difference between being lonely and being alone? Charles, can you please start?
For sure. Thank you for choosing me first. It's a challenge because it's the two things there. It's so bad. But to me, in a simple way, I guess, be lonely, one minute. It's difficult word. Lonely. It's when you feel. It's more your feelings. And being alone, it's a physical thing, like you stay far away from. I guess it's the in simple way. It's different. Sometimes we can be around a lot of people and feel lonely. Like I can tell there, I feel this when I arrive here in Canada because I arrive in Calgary, a big city here, but my family stay in Brazil for 3 or 4 months, and I feel lonely. Although I around a lot of people, I feel so lonely. I guess that's it. I will not be long because I think I need to listen my colleagues, I guess. Gabriel Quirino from Smoke Hill. Can you? It's a funny place.
Look here. Good.
Yeah.
Man, I totally agree with you. You said that I all things that I would say, but I maybe I don't know. To me, to be lonely is worse than you be alone because it's the feelings how to say, and I think that the people that live abroad can say better this like Charlie's, and I think usually the people that live abroad and maybe to feel the two two ways and lonely and alone because I think the two things walk together because you miss your house, you miss your food, you miss your family and stuff. And if I'm mistaken, there's a phrase that homesick, the name. Yeah, yeah, I think that's it. But in my point of view, to be lonely is the worst than to be alone. And maybe I don't know, Vinicius, can you say?
Sure. I totally agree with what both you said. I think Charles defined 100%. You know, like it's a physical thing, and another it's more like your feelings. And I think when you're you are alone, you can feel lonely, you know, sometimes. But I think it's more like Gabriel said, it's lonely is the worst part, I guess, when you're feeling this kind of thing. It's not good for your health, your mental health. So I totally agree with what both said. What about you, Deborah? What do you think?
I totally agree with you. Is about being lonely, is about feeling, is about mental health, and being alone is the situation. Yes, if you want to stay alone, but it's no feeling, it's that, for example, it's about alone. Yeah, I think this.
Deborah, do you feel alone when you went to Portugal?
No, because I have my husband and a lot of friends here. It's four friends here.
That's great. Great to hear that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Question number 2 then. What kinds of things do you do when you feel lonely? Charles, do you want to start?
Oh, for sure. Thank you for having me first all the time. Don't worry. I will be quickly. I know because I feel this. Like Gabriel Quirino mentioned, it's perfect. This feeling, it's exactly he told. We feel we miss everything. Eh? We miss everything when we live abroad. But what I do, pray, pray every day, and it's my way to solve this problem. For sure, it's not easy, but I guess I feel better. I'm not a religious guy. I'm not a too much religious guy. I don't have one religion there. I can tell you I'm this or I'm that, but I have my Bible and I pray every day, and pray bring comfort for my heart, I guess, and my mind too. That's it, I guess. And unfortunately, different than Deborah here, we are alone. My family arrived here already. I live here with my 2 daughters and my wife now, but like it's only we at home. We don't know anyone here. We building our relationship here already. That's it. How about you, Deborah? What do you do?
It's about the second question, yeah?
Yes.
I like I said, I don't feel alone. I'm alone. But when because I think I stay alone is good for me. Is a time is about my relax and about my take a break in my mind. Yeah, I think it is. As for example, I take a break in my work. My work is very hard in this week, and take a break, and I take a time for me. I think it is no heavy specific alone. Yeah. But when I have this specific situation, I feel lonely. I watch the movies or go out with my husband or my friends. Yes. Or specific, I call my mom. Yeah. I think this.
Me too. Moms to the rescue to save us from feeling lonely. What about you, Gabriel?
Well, I don't remember. I didn't remember if I'm feeling lonely, but I was trying to remember. If I'm not mistaken, I felt like this, and when I broke up, yeah, terminei o relacionamento, broke up with my last girlfriend, and I felt a little bit sad, and I did it. I played some games on the computer called League of Legends. I know I like this game, and I play nowadays. I think that's it. But the same thing when I'm alone, when I'm by myself in my home. I don't know. I play this game as well. So that's it.
That's great. Vinicius, what about you?
In my case, it's a bit strange because I grew up in a big family. I had a lot of brothers, and my mom's house was all the time full of the people, you know. So I don't know how I feel lonely because I've never been lonely since I remember myself. And sometimes I want to be alone with myself, like run alone or just play some video game alone, something like that. But lonely, I don't know. I don't know how this kind of feel because I've never thought about it. You know, I like be alone sometimes, but I don't feel lonely because of that. It's a bit strange, but I guess it's because I had a big family all my life, so it's different, I guess. What about you?
It's,
What do
it's
you?
strange, but it's good. You never had to feel lonely. I think a lot of people is surrounding. Some people are surrounded by a lot of people, and they are not recognized by other people, so they feel lonely. So in your case, you were surrounded by a lot of people, and those people help you get through life, help you with your problems, so you didn't feel lonely. That's great.
Yeah, yes. Most of times they get trouble for me, in fact, but I I understand that I don't know because I think it's a bit strange when you I guess when you move out for another place maybe, but when I did that, I don't know, I was in a big city. I had so many things to do, so I guess I never thought about it.
Okay, that's great to hear. Let's go to everybody answer this question, right?
You,
Okay.
I guess I miss you. I'm sure.
Oh, me, okay.
Your turn.
What kind of things I do when I feel lonely? I watch Friends. That's the only thing I do. I watch Friends over and over until I am better. And sometimes I call my mom. Gabriel, can you please read and answer question number 3?
First, number 3, where do you like to go when you feel like being alone? Wow, that's a good question. Well, sometimes, like Vinicius said, I like to stay alone, usually in my home when my wife is working. And anyway, I like to buy some food and maybe pizza. I don't know, some pizza. I don't know how to say, but cheese in my region, and watch some Simpsons. I like so much Simpsons. I watch, if I'm not mistaken, 2 times all the seasons.
The whole seasons?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Now I started watching in English, and in my free time, and to go out. That time I went to the shopping alone, and but that's one time only, and I drink a beer and eat a McDonald's, and that's it. I prefer stay at home and rather eat. And Charles,
Oh man, good question. When I was in Brazil, I live in one city there have a big river, Santarém, and it's amazing walk in the border, the river. Now walk side and feel the energy from the river. In Santarém, we have Amazon River and Tapajós River, maybe the biggest river around the world. And feeling this energy from the river, it was amazing. And now in Canada, here we have a lot of beautiful parks and green parks, and I like walk and feel the energy from the trees. I guess I do that When I was in Calgary, I used to go to the mall too. But here, where I live now, it's a small town. It's only 8,000. I don't know. I cannot count in English. Sorry for that. But it's a small town. It's a cold site. Don't have a mall here, and only the option it's a walk in the parks. But here is a small town, but have 3 parks. I guess it's here they like a lot parks. Yeah, you can search out there Tabor, Canada. That's it, I guess. How about you, Deborah? What used to go?
Yeah, in here, in specific Portugal, I go out in park because have a lot of parks very beautiful in here. And in shop too, in small shopping mall, because I don't know in English, how can I say? The same is around the person, but you stay alone in shop mall. And Brazil, I go out in shop mall too because it is very interesting. Oh, the beach, yes, beach is very good. It's specifically in night because have a little parties, but it's very specific in bar, for example. I don't know bar, but yeah, I don't know bar in English, guys.
Bar, like a place to drink a beer?
Yes.
It's a bar. It's a
Bar.
Bar.
Pub.
bar. But it's a bar. A pub is like a bar in the United Kingdom,
Yeah.
or is underground, right? I think. But the bar is more common.
I think it is. And you, Gabriel? Gabriel, do you answer?
I think he did.
Yeah, now I think it's
Vinicius.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I go, normally sometimes parks to run. It's here in Curitiba, there's a lot of parks as well. And sometimes I just stay at my home, put a phone just to listen sound of the rain and wind and that stuff, and read a book. And I guess that's it. That's my favorite thing to do sometimes. And it's simple, but makes me happy, I guess.
Nice.
And you?
Me, I stay at home because I live alone. I am not married and my boyfriend doesn't live with me, but I have my days counted because we are going to live together in the middle of this year. And I love being alone, so I am starting to freak out about everything. But I'll manage, it's my boyfriend. I'll get used to it. Maybe I'll have to go in the park like you guys. All right. Vinicius, do you want to start question number 4, please? Read and answer.
Sure. Do you think that younger people or older people suffer more from loneliness? I guess old people, because it's complicated, because I think it's kind of you have a lot of sons and grandsons, whatever, but I guess you feel lonely all the time. My grandma always say that, but I don't know. I like being alone and I don't feel myself lonely, so I don't know. But I read some days ago that a lot of old people, they goes in a place, just to talk with each other, just to see some people and that stuff. But I don't know. But I read as well in Japan, I guess there's a lot of young people with a lot of mental problems, health, because they feel lonely, but they want uh, goes to the street, see the people. It's kind of culture. I don't know how I explain that, but I guess it depends where do you live to ask to answer that. I think in Brazil, maybe old people, but depends on the country. What do you think about that, Charles? What do you?
Thank you for asking me, Vinicius, because I will follow in the same path. I guess you summarize well. And to me, the older person can suffer more. At first, because I'm not old, but I'm median age, and it's more difficult to me interact with people and make new friends. We are more reserved than young people. And other things like Gabriel Quirino mentioned, online play, it's so good for we make friends. And I used to do that too, Gabriel, but not, I use more aviation simulation, and I simulate aviation. And of there, we have one big group, so we don't feel so alone. And I use this trick too for don't feel so lonely. Yeah, and I think pronunciation bad, Sarah. Yeah, and I guess because that. Yeah, and Vinicius bring some data, and we I guess data we cannot argue. I guess that's it. How about you, Quirino? What do you think?
Well, I think like you guys, the older people suffer more, and we can catch the last conversation that we spoke, and because when we are alone, when we are lonely, anyway, we young people, we can to do a lot of things. We can call a friend. We can eat. We can walk. We can run. And the older people, so they have a lot of limitations. And food, they can't good foods like pizza, like I don't know, anyway, a lot of foods they can't run. And I think bad. It's bad. And what I realized, this old person don't show us that we suffer for the solitude. I don't know, alone, to be alone. They I don't know. Maybe I realized that people can show us that they are strong. I think because I'm old, I'm strong. You need to. I forgot the word. We need to espelhar with me, like me. I think that's it.
They don't accept help because they want to show us that they are strong.
Yeah. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so
Thanks.
too. I think they're very proud, like they live their life doing everything. They could do everything. They could tie a shoe. They could comb their hair, everything alone. And then suddenly they have to get help from us. So it must be very hard. I cannot imagine myself having to rely on someone to do the simple task in my life, it must be very hard.
Yeah.
What about you, Deborah?
I totally agree with the guys, and I think older person suffer more They don't have the same ability to take care of themselves. Yeah. And I think it's not have a strong or they need more help. They need more helps about any situations, and I think this is old person suffer more. Yeah.
Yes. And I just wanted to add that considering what Vinicius said about young people in Japan, I know that you guys may realize that, but these young people from today, they are suffering a lot from anxiety, from depression. It's different from our time. I don't remember a day when I felt depressed when I was a kid. You know, I had a lot of friends. Every day I had something different to do, some friend different to call. And nowadays seems like they spend a lot of time in the computer, in the telephone, you know, just away, apart from each other, not living the social interactions that we lived. So that may be a point. All right, guys, question number 5. Deborah, do you want to please read and answer?
Yeah, I can. Have you ever felt left out or outcast from society? Why did you feel this way? I don't remember very well, but I think it's in my, I don't know in English, adolescence. Yeah, in my
In your
environment.
teenage years.
Yes, when I was teenager, this I think is more common. You feel this a little outcast. Yes, and because any situation is specific about my color. Yeah, black girl, or my hair no have really differences. It's about this in my environment. Teenager, I have teenager, but right now, no specific. Yeah, but no specific. I remember. Yeah, right now, but yes, in my teenager. And you, Charles?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me explain why. I guess I had one teenager there. I did not have time for feel alone. I need to work when I was so young, and I spent my I grew up around the farms, and I guess because this we don't have time for. We are pressured. We are pushed for work so much, and we don't have time for to do this. And I agree with you. Maybe when we are more young, this feeling it's more often. And I guess the environment there I grew up don't allow me feel that, right? But yeah, I guess it's enough for today. How about you, Vinicius? What do you have for us?
Yes, but I have one point about your answer. Maybe you feel you're living in Canada right now, right?
Yeah.
So maybe some person probably say for you, oh, it's not the best choice. You're gonna live by yourself in there. You have no family there or something like that. So it's kind of the society makes you a bad choice, like, oh, it's not a good choice. So in my case, sometimes I feel it's not left, but it's kind of different that all society think it's better because I don't want have kids. So a lot of people say, oh, you need to have kids, you need to have a house and that stuff. So it's kind of I'm not 100% like accepted by the society, because of some stuff that I think different, like kids have a house. I like talk about money, and a lot of people, it's kind of taboo in Brazil, So sometimes depends of the subject. I feel I'm a bit outcast from the society, but I I don't think so much about that, like I think just it's my choice, and if nobody's wants accepted, it's their problem, not mine. It's my life, and I'm gonna do what I think I need to. So, but sometimes in some subjects, I feel outcast. I don't know if you think the same sometimes.
Sorry. I know here don't have time for a reply and blah, 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 blah. But I would like to say, Vinicius, I agree totally with you. And unfortunately, the society judge us for everything that we will do, man. I grew up, the people called me crazy. You are crazy because this, you are crazy because that. And I have my choice and I do my choice. And unfortunately, in this way, I agree with you. We feel outside the society because all the time when you do some choice like, you have house in Santarém, you have a farm in Santarém, you will open hand of everything for go for one place that you don't have nothing. Don't matter. I want to do that and I will do. Oh, you don't marry, you don't have 3 kids, you have only 2, man, I do my choice and don't matter. And in this way, I totally agree with you. The society it's push us all the time for do what they think that it's right to do, not what you think that it's right for you do. And that's it. Sorry for this
That's okay.
more
We are
few
here to
words.
talk.
But yeah, I agree with you, Vinicius. That's it. Next, Quirino.
Well, that's it. I totally agree about the social nowadays and last, I don't know, tempos atrás. And this society one choice for you for us. It's, I don't know why, but anyway. And have the 5 question. Yeah, have you ever felt? Have you ever seen the rain? Why did you feel the rain? And no, I think I've never felt outcast society because I think I feel myself a friend people with other people around me, and maybe in the school time in school when I was younger, that I remember a time about this game that I play until nowadays. I have a lot of college my room class. Yeah, my room class. I don't know.
Your classroom.
Yeah, your classroom. Yeah, thanks. Like my classroom. I have maybe I don't know if it had a 20 boys in my classroom and 8 boys playing this game, and they spoke all day about this game, and I was outcast, man. I thought about by myself, man. I need to play this game as well. So because I started to play this game, and I participate this conversation about these colleagues, and I think I feel outcast myself when I go out with my friends, and this friend take more two friends, three friends, and they speak between the, and I say more, man, I'm here. I think that's it.
Yes, I think that happens to everyone once in our lives, to go out with a group of people that you don't actually know and you don't have anything to talk about them. All right. I'm gonna answer it. Have I ever felt left or outcast? Yes, I think in my teenage years, like Deborah said, I was very tall and the boys haven't grown up yet because I started growing up when I was 14 and they started when they were 17. So I was taller than the boys. So I felt like a giraffe in my classroom and I felt outcast because of that. All right, Kirino, do you want to please read and answer question number 6?
Thanks. Number 6. Are you close your family? Who do you turn to when you feel lonely? Wow, wow. Yeah, I'm feel close to my family. Currently, my wife, because I live with my wife. Uh, and I turn I turn to my wife. Maybe my mom as well. WhatsApp when I need something. I think this question about it. Charles, can you speak?
For sure, man. Yeah, the same. My family to me, it's my wife and my two daughters. I don't have parents anymore. They died a long time ago, and I used to say I'm a wolf alone. Yeah, lonely. It's a good subject for talk, and I follow my dreams. I follow the things that come in my mind, and of course with my family and my wife. It's my partner, and we used to decide the things, and we do whatever we would like to do. I guess that's it. How about you, Deborah?
More or less, yeah. I'm close with my family. Yeah, and about this is easy for me is living in another country because I'm not very close in my family. Yeah, but I don't know why, but I prefer this. Yes, this it's have your places. Yeah.
I call it a hygiene distance between me and my parents. I have this philosophy that we cannot live as close to our parents as they want to, because my mother is very, oh my God, you have to live with me here.
My
and I
mom.
like my own space.
My mom.
Yes. So I keep it a distance, a safe distance.
Yes.
What about you, Vinicius?
Same as you said, guys. Safe distance for me, it's a good way to don't fight with everyone in there. Nowadays, it's my family is just my wife, of course, and when I need complain, cry, or anything, I call her, of course. And I guess that's it. I'm not close with my family. I think it's too much people for me.
Charlie said you follow your dreams, yeah?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that live in Morava, I forgot, living in abroad, especially in the United States. And these people come back to Brazil. Unfortunately, these people was illegal in the United States because homesick. And these people had a dream as well. And man, I miss my family. I miss my city. Okay, and your dreams. And these people come back to Brazil, pass 1 week, 2 weeks, and to see the family. And unfortunately, they can't to come back to United States because they was illegal. And I think it's my point of view. We need to follow our dreams, and but I don't live abroad, but I think it's a hard question I don't know if I forgot the word, but when involving family.
It is. Actually, we can skip to question number 8. Would you be able to go live in a different country by yourself? Why or why not? Do you want to finish answering, Quirino? You are muted. Quirino? No.
Yeah, we'll be able to live in a. Obviously, I prefer living with my wife, but I think I would live by myself in another country abroad because I have a lot of friends in United States, Portugal, Canada, and I think it would be good, but lonely, but not with family, but not without friends. But
Yes.
I would live for sure.
What about you, Charles? Will you live
Vinicius,
alone?
Vinicius, please. I'm a wolf alone. I don't
sorry,
matter.
Vinicius.
I don't matter. Like Kino said, I think the guy should follow your dreams.
Yeah,
And
man.
I do wherever there I need to do for follow my dream. And like maybe I can live alone or far away from my family, but I know they will support my dreams. And it's because I choose my wife. It's because I taught my daughters to think in this way. Sometimes it's necessary. I'm a warrior. I'm a guy there. It's a crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a parachute man. That's it. Maybe Quirino know, and it's a profession there. You should know. Face some difficult situation. Fire. It's a guy there should think follow what you need to do and don't thinking other things.
Exactly.
That's it, Vinicius. Please. I would jump the question, but I talk too much. Please, Vinicius.
Yes, I think you're right, man. I think it's we need follow what we think it's better for us, of course. Beside of, like I said before, the society normally won't agree what we think, but whatever. And of course, 100%. In fact, I really want to do that, living in another country to know another culture, maybe living there all my life, like, but it's kind of, I just don't want to live in a big city. I just want in a small city, a peaceful life, not running every day, like it's kind of a peaceful life. It's that I want. What about you, Deborah?
Oh, guys, I gonna out. Okay. But
That's
it's
okay.
about okay. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you,
Thank you
guys.
so much,
Bye.
Deborah. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, so
How about you, Sarah? You don't answer this question. It's
about
an
me.
exciting question, please. Oh my gosh.
I can live alone. I like to live alone, but I don't think I would. I am a lonely person. I am introspective. I don't know how to say that. And I try to do the effort to connect with my family because it's not easy for me. I prefer to be alone. So I think if I would go to another country, I would never speak to anyone else, and my mother would suffer, my father would suffer. So we are here to share moments, and I prefer to stay with my family. Okay, we have time for one more fast question, I think. Let's go a fast one. Do you worry about being alone in your old age? Why or why not? Vinicius.
No, I like being alone. I love it, so it's not a problem for me. What about you? Yeah,
Me?
yeah.
All right. Yes, I think I would like being alone, but I am scared that I don't know. I build a family and everybody leaves, and I don't know. No one cares about me. Maybe everybody thinks about this. Gabriel, what about you?
I think I don't worry about this as well, but I wanna have one child, one kid, maybe two kids, as with me. But my grandma had a 12 sons, so
Oh my God.
yeah, every day had a son in her house. But I think that's and you, Charlie.
Good question. As long as there are books, I will not feel alone. As there exists Netflix, video game now, I don't think I will feel alone, man. I think nowadays we have tools that can help us, and I think it's your choice. Like Vinicius bring well, sometimes I like to stay alone, and sometimes it's necessary for feed my soul be alone. I guess it's important. I think you need to settle in your mind what is feel alone or feel lonely. Yeah. Thank you for bringing this question. Thank you for share this amazing meeting with me, high level English, and maybe one day I will become better.
Thank you so much, Alice, for everything. Thank you guys for being here with me today. Have a nice week. I send you guys a survey link if you want to answer it. And that's it. I'll see you guys in some other time. Okay?
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.